Where to start at. That's why I do noise. Thank you for tuning in to Welcome to Andrews. I am Jamal, your host, and you see on screen right there, I have with me back in a better setting, better sound, and all that other good stuff, is the founder of the Black Diamond Princess LLC. It's a nonprofit organization. I have here, you see her name on screen, Miss Jerrie Davis. Miss Jerrie, welcome back to Welcome Andrews, to Andrews, the podcast.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
Okay, Ms. Davis, we had a very great conversation the last time you were on, and like I said, I was just very blown away. I was blown away. Is not the right word. I was just happy with our last broadcast, and let's go ahead and start out right now because people were trying to get in contact with you. I have your number on the screen. If you would share your, first of all, start with your name and the organization for those who's this is their first time coming across this broadcast.
Okay, again, my name is Jerrie Davis. I am the founder of Black Diamond Princess LLC. It is a nonprofit organization where I work with women and children, men too, with domestic violence and sexual assault. We have been established since 2019, and COVID came along and it kind of disrupted a lot of stuff, but now we're back with boots on the ground, back to work.
That's what's up. All right, and on the screen right here, guys, you can see I got on the screen right there. You can donate to this organization. Be sure and leave your information in the the area where you can write a note. Leave your address. That way you can get this is a tax deductible donation to Black Diamond Princesses. Okay, let's start out right here. Again, since talking to you, I've been educating myself more and more about this situation. First of all, one of the things that stood out to me, where is South Carolina ranked nationally when it comes to domestic violence?
For the past 20 years, South Carolina has been ranked in the top 10 of the 50 states in the United States. And in the nation, we are ranked number 6 with domestic violence. Women, homicide by men killing women.
And this is reported cases.
These are reported cases. Right now, South Carolina has an average of 36,000 reported domestic violence cases every year.
36,000.
36,000. And that doesn't include what's not reported. The number would be greater than that if everybody would report these types of abuse.
And what would be your assessment as to why these things are reported?
Well, for one, they are afraid of the retaliation of what can happen if they do report it. Some has been drilled to think that they don't have any place else to go. Nobody is there to help them. So they don't have a choice but to stay where they're at and accept what is happening to them. But that's not true. There are help out here. There's help been out here, and we're willing, the help is there. All you have to do is make that first step to come and contact me. I'm not affiliated with any police department. I'm a private organization, and again, I'm a 501c3. So anything that you tells me is confidential between me and you, and it's my job to get you to the right resources that you're gonna need to help you get that help and get you back on your feet where you can do for yourself and still be happy about it.
Here's a stat that I'm about to put up on the TV, on the excuse me, on the screen, and it is that a sexual assault occurs every 68 seconds in the United States.
Definitely. Every 68 seconds, 1 out of 6 women is sexually assaulted. And most sexual assaults either take place anywhere near the victim's home or in the victim's home. And again, that crime is one of the most unreported crime. Rape is very much underreported.
And that's what I'm seeing here. I got it on the screen here where it says that it is the most underreported crime in the United States. And given the fact that, this is just South Carolina, this number with the 36,000. This is not a national number. This is, and let me say this correctly, this is 36,000 reported cases. So if somebody's looking to get in contact with your organization, can you please tell us where, share the phone number, the Facebook page, where people can get in contact with you to help?
Black Diamond Princess has its own Facebook page. You can inbox me or you can call me 843-543-4690. My phone is always on. I don't mind traveling to you. I will come. You just need to talk. That's fine. I will listen. And I can help you with the different resources again, knowing that the only 2 safe houses that's closest to us here is the one in Myrtle Beach and the one in Charleston.
And I kind of I didn't touch on that. Can you tell us the areas that you do service in?
The whole PD area, Myrtle Beach, Conway, Georgetown, Andrews, Waynesboro County, and Florence.
Gotcha. And you were mentioning the Casa House, and I have up here on the screen your Cash App. Can you tell us why it's important, and what are some of the things that you do with this money that you are donated? What is some of the money that is donated to your organization used for?
It is used to get these victims to safe places. If there is a crime that has been committed, and going to Myrtle Beach or Charleston is right now in that perspective time to get you there. We can put the victims up in a hotel for a few nights, a week, to their place in the Casa House for safekeeping. I also help them get food, clothes, whatever necessity that victim needs. That is what that money is used for.
And what has been the response that you've received since our last broadcast? You were sharing it with me. I want you to share it with the listening audience, so that because every 68 seconds, so people can't say they don't know what's going on, because it's happening every 68 seconds. So talk to us about, again, some of the people that's been reaching out, of course, no names or nothing like that, and some of the issues that you're hearing about.
Well, I've received several responses. I've had quite a few ladies that wants to join in with me and in the process of helping fight against these 2 particular crimes that is constantly going on. And again, like I say, every 68 seconds, someone is getting sexual assaulted. And COVID didn't make it no better, because then we were stuck in the house with these perpetrators. We had nowhere to go. Where were we going to go when there is COVID out here? Not too many people is going to let you in. And, I've had other organizations have reached out to me. The Rape Crisis Center executive director, she is putting on a sexual assault walk. and I am asked to be a speaker there. And then there's usually a domestic violence walk that happens in Marion. I've been invited to that particular walk. So I am receiving the calls, and it is very, I'm overwhelmed because I didn't expect this from the first podcast I did. But I am joyful that there is people that is out there that is want to help. There is women that wants to talk. They need someone to talk to, and I'm here. I've been there. I know what a victim goes through on both sides of the coins, domestic violence and sexual assault. And that is not an easy task to try to get back to yourself from. It takes away, it demises you. It just strips you of everything that you hold dear to you. And on a mental and an emotional level, it really deals with you. It really does. And these women have to have that right help, that counseling, that love, that support in order for them to live and get back, not totally to yourself, but enough to be productive and happy.
And you said, okay, and I just wanted to put this out there to guys to, yes, the organization is named Black Diamond Princess, but this organization is not just about helping women, because you have guys who go through things where, I mean, it's just different situation where, you know, a guy can be sexually assaulted. And what happens a lot is they don't report it, or there is this belief out here that, you know, it makes me more of a man, you know what I mean? When you got an older woman taking advantage of a young boy, you know what I mean, putting them in a situation, or so go ahead and speak to the young men out there that need help. We're not calling you a Black Diamond Princess. That's the name of the organization. The name of the organization is Black Diamond Princess. And if it makes you feel better, use the term BDP, because that's one of my favorite rap groups, BDP. But go ahead and speak to that, Ms. Davis.
And Mr. Richardson, you are very much correct. It's 1 out of every 24 men in that 68 seconds that is being sexually assaulted. It's either attempted sex or complete sexual assaulted. And I do work with men as well. On my board, I have a pastor, a male pastor, that can counsel them, can talk to them, you know, and help them point them in the right direction for the resources that they need to get themselves, again, not 100% back to yourself, but enough to where you can live a productive and happy life. I will never tell anybody you gonna get over it totally, because you won't. I haven't. And it's been years since I've been through my experience. But with the help and the resources that we can get you to, they can help you get back to your normal self, to where you can live through this and still be who you are.
Absolutely. We are here again with Ms. Jerrie Davis. Again, Ms. Jerrie Davis, welcome. Thank you for coming back to Welcome to Andrews. Very important information you're putting out, because, again, this number right here, every 68 seconds, that's every minute and 8 seconds, somebody's being assaulted. Exactly. And here's a number again, that 36,000 that's of reported cases. I can't get past that word reported, because the amount of this that goes unreported, I mean, we can say what, 3 times more than that. We can assume, because of, you talked about it in the last broadcast, the social ramifications of dealing with something like this.
Exactly.
And that's on the assault side and the domestic violence side. I heard you say that that you can speak to both. We've been kind of putting both of them together, but talk about the domestic violence side of it and how I'm sitting here looking at the stat about South Carolina being number 7 in the nation in domestic violence situation. And talk about this, the different kinds of, because when we hear domestic violence, we thinking physical beating, and just talk about the other types of torture and violence that people commit without the physical part of it.
They can, it's physical as well as mental, emotional abuse, again, sexual abuse. And a lot of it stems from when the family is lacking in money. There's money lacking in the home. There's no communication in the home. When one feels like he or she is more, because they are making more money than the other partner, they can be more aggressive toward the other partner. They can dictate, they can tell them what they can wear, where they can go, how long they can stay. You know, it's different aspect. This is a broad, very broad abuse spectrum, like sexual assault. It's not just physical, but it's the where they can put you in that mindset of something is going to happen to you. They can mentally sexual assault you. Sexual harassment is part of it. Everything, groping you, feeling up on you is a part of sexual assault. Them displacing, showing you their genital area is sexual assault. So it is a broad spectrum. It's just not all physical. It's a mental thing as well.
Yeah. Okay, welcome to Andrews the Podcast. We got Ms. Davis on here. You see the number scrolling across the bottom of the screen, Black Diamond Princess LLC, 843-543-4690. Also, be sure and go ahead and hit that Cash App, donate, and leave your information so that you can get that tax deduction before you get your taxes done this year. And that Cash App is on the screen, Black Diamond Princess 169, and that's on Cash App. So go over there and help out again, because these donations are vital, and these donations are, these donations come in. These are real. They get the real work done, because again, you don't. It is good to know that if you find yourself in a situation, or if you're in this situation right now, that there is a way out. If you got to get away from somebody and make this phone call, do that. If you got to inbox me, and I'll send you in the right direction. And whatever, it's all confidential. Your business won't be on Facebook. This is not a public thing. It's a public problem, and I'm just sick of seeing people suffer privately in this. So, Ms. Davis, this has been, again, this is this is just another one, because we got to keep 68 seconds, man. That's all I can say. 68 seconds. So, I mean, literally this message needs to be out there every minute. And if you're listening to this broadcast, please share this broadcast. Again, if you know somebody, what's that saying you say? If you see something, say something. If you know somebody is going through and they're afraid to go to law enforcement, they can call me. I am not, again, I repeat, I am not affiliated with any police department. This is a private, nonprofit organization. And whatever you share with me stays with me. And I would like to reiterate on Mr. Richardson again, please, whatever you can do in contributing to the fight in these issues, please do. They will be gratefully appreciated. And even being a private nonprofit organization, you can always go online on the federal and look for anything. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So we come in here to the wrap up of this broadcast right here. Again, you see it on the screen. Please go ahead and donate the Cash App. If you wanna get in contact with Ms. Davis, her number is on the bottom of the screen. If you want to help out to donate your time, your services, you know what I mean? Come on, let's do this. Let's make this a regular conversation, okay? Because y'all gonna be seeing her, and we're gonna keep pushing this because there is a need for this. It may not be affecting you, but it's affecting somebody, because there's no way that you got 36,000. We ranked number 7th. Why can't we be ranked number 7th in the U.S. for education? You know what I mean, or some of these other things. And it starts with these conversations. And again, my platform is your platform. Ms. Davis, I thank you again. Any parting words you want to leave with us before we get out of here?
Let's all be good to each other. Be each other brother and sister's keeper. These particular crimes has really blown out of proportion. And speaking as a survivor myself, I understand what the women and the men, and especially children, because I was a child when it happened to me. So I know what you are going through. And I plead to you, get help. Some of you may have children of your own. You don't want to see your child go through this and not know what to do, what avenue to take. So I'm pleading with you, get the help. If you don't want to call me, that's fine. You got the Rape Crisis Center. You have a sexual assault hotline. You have a domestic violence hotline that you can reach out to. I just urge you to get the help you need, because no one should have to go through this and be alone. You know, everybody is not going to believe that this happened to you. But I'm not here to judge, because I know it can happen and I know what it can do to you. But by me having a praying mother and me getting the help that I needed, it took me a long time, but I got the help that I needed. Now all I want to do is just try to help somebody else. If I can help a few people, I want to help more than a few, but if I can just get a few, my job is done. Thank you again.
Very well said. Again, you guys, follow Welcome to Answer the Podcast. Share this broadcast, and make sure you reach out. One more time, I'm going to put this Cash App on the screen. Do the right thing, people. And with that being said, Ms. Davis, thank you very much. And we are out of